at times we get to do extra fun things, and this is one of those that I really, really enjoy. Be able to try fragrances samples from a especially indie house, because typically they have more of a different type of fragrances than the typical modern designers. So I bought like a bunch of samples. Basically, I think I should have all the samples from the house of Olympic Orchids. I purchased 2 boxes with a lot of fragrances. Also, a few of the bigger bottles. I did a few reviews if you've seen it before. Today I'll be looking at this one, Dev 1. It's called Foreplay. So it's going to be quite a big expectation, okay, with that name. Let's see what happened. Think whatever you may. Okay, so let's go. It's a sample right here. Dev 1 from the... Now, if you don't know or have not seen the other review, it's from Perfumer, and the owner, I think, is Dr. Ellen Covey. She did... I got into the house because I was looking for the fragrance bat from Zoologist. I mention this every time, so in case you haven't heard this. She did bats for a Zoologist, and then they parted ways. She made bats into Night Flyer here. So I found it, bought it because I love it. I wanted to try, and I ended up loving it, and that's how I got into the house. But so far I have tried a lot of the samples, and I gotta tell you, honestly, I have been extremely happy and pleasantly surprised. Basically all of them I'm satisfied, and I wish I could get big bottles of everything, so I'm doing it slowly. And I just put on this Dev 1, and this is crazy good. This is a ambery labdanum, the incensey, but there's more to it. This is crazy good. There's a sweet. Oh, the sweet is this is crazy good. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is. You never hear me to use the word like sexy in a fragrance, or like sexual in a way. And I don't think I ever did any review using that term, because it's not a word I throw around, because you really have to be something to use that term. I think people maybe use it too easily, but for me it's it has to really get to you to say it's sexy, and this one is that. Because of the dark amber or olibanum, but there's an animalic notes that is not funky or hard. This is animalic done in such a easygoing, mass appealing, sexy type of way, with a sweet that is not, I don't think it's from the typical Tonga. This is probably from honey or something, and there's spice that I can't tell where it's from, but there's a lot of warm, comforting, darker type of scent, playing with those animalic, and this is crazy. There's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, okay. I mean, sometimes when I'm doing first impression, I might, once in a while, I'll get extremely excited, and I'll worry that the follow up to the first impression might not be as good. So this is one of those, because it's the top right here is so good. I hope after I calm down, and it's gonna be as good as my excitement here. But right now, this is one of those, for sure is a big bottle worth it. I gotta get a big bottle for sure, no question. I'm gonna put more because it's so good. I want to like douse this. It feels sensual though, because it feels like the animalic here. It's not dirty. It does not feel like two people doing dirty stuff. The stuff. Okay, and that's not what it is. It's like sensual type of sexy, close, intimate encounter. Oh, that's why it's Foreplay. Okay, I wasn't even thinking about the name Foreplay when I was thinking about this, but yeah, absolutely. This is the sensual, getting intimate with two people, but in a very nice way, not in a maybe it could be a bit passionate, But do you know how good this gonna be in cold weather? Right now it's hot, 100-degree outside. It's nighttime, so it's not as hot. But do you know how good this gonna be? How crazy good it's gonna be? Okay, no question. I'm getting a big bottle. This is. I really enjoy the dark scents. I enjoy the dark woods. I enjoy the albanum, labdanum, all those, and enjoy the sweet from honey. And I do enjoy some animalic, but at times it could be hard. The spices. This has all of those in there. The only thing I'm not, maybe some florals I can't really pick out. The only thing is not here is probably blue or citrus, which is perfectly good. Everything they put in here is imagine you two people, they're in great feelings and great chemistry. That's the thing. Okay, that's a very good thing to say. Two people with, they feel the very great chemistry and they're together, right? At nighttime, and maybe having a drink on the sofa, fireplace, right? Yes, fireplace. Yes. Okay, this could also feel like a campsite fireplace. Yes, but this is absolutely much better than by the fireplace, Mason Magella. Sorry to say, but this is so much more interesting. I like by the fireplace, but I never loved it, even though I got like super crazy compliment for by the fireplace. It's more of a, I guess, a mass appealing, or more of a modern typical tape. But this one could also be mass appealing. But it is so complex and interesting, sensual, sexual, sexy, warm, comforting. Any of those great things you could say about this. Oh, and then I'll continue. Two people, and then they're chatting, and then when they're chatting, they could feel the awesome chemistry between the two people from them talking, and they feel very much in falling in love. That's what I'm getting from this, because it's so comforting with that with those, and also with those animalic notes. Yeah, I'm kind of mumbling because I'm so excited about this. My fingers moving behind the scene, but it's changing too. It's transitioning to. I'm getting more of a. This is so hard when it is so complex and it's hard to put it into words exactly what is taking place, but it's changing from the first few minutes, and it's all still awesome. The sweet is still there. The all the notes that I mentioned is still there, but there's absolutely more stuff in here that I can't really tell or detect. I will look into it for sure. This is one of those stuff that you got to. I will always say, think of it like an art piece, like a painting. A lot of times with great masterpiece, you gotta look at it a lot longer, and you'll take you and make you feel differently every time, or you take you on a journey or things like that. This is one of those situations where, yeah, I'm smelling something different now. This is something green, maybe. This is good. It's good. It's good. I wish I had more descriptive words to explain what this smells like instead of just telling you the notes. But all the things that I mentioned about the imagery that it gives me, the vibe, the feel that it gives me, feeling from fragrance is a lot better than be able to pick out the notes. That's what I always think. If the fragrance is able to take me to a certain image or a certain situation, or paint an image for me, that's the best ones. Okay, it's a lot better than, oh, this one smells great because you have this and that. No, that doesn't matter. The notes itself actually does not matter, as long as it take me to those places that the perfumer wants to take me, and that's what this one does. Actually, tell the truth, I think so far all the stuff that I tried basically does that, and that's why every time I'm gonna try this house, I get excited because I know I'm in for a trip, and that's the most the pinnacle of smelling perfume or perfumery for me, in my opinion. Yeah. All right, I don't want to drag out too long. This is so good. I only did like for a few dabbing. I'm gonna get bigger bottle. This is like a 30 ml, and yeah, I think 30 ml. Okay, maybe get a bigger bottle. But I don't know what else to say. It is changing a little bit, and I have to admit I cannot find the words to describe it. But all the things that I mentioned, yeah, okay. I don't know this vanilla, but I think the sweet is coming from honey. But it's not really directly honey, the typical modern sense. No, it's just a twist to it. And there's a spice, but that's not really from the typical spice. Yeah, I'm not be able to pick out all the stuff that's in here because so it feels very different than typical and also very complex. My hands are just moving around behind the scenes, so behind the camera, because I'm really feeling this fragrance. It's awesome. I think longevity is gonna be at least half a day, no problem. The situation, you gotta. I do think this is more of an easygoing, but not super easygoing like like Agua de Gio or something. It's not as easygoing as that because more of a fresh citrusy is easier. Okay, but this is a darker type of scent that maybe people would like take a step first. They need a second to be able to comprehend what they're smelling, and then once they would I think they'll really like this. Versatility, I'll just give it maybe half. Okay, even with that said, I sometimes have to remember that for the people that have not smelled fragrance so much, how would they take? But for as far as a fragrance enthusiast or hobbyist, absolutely, this is a awesome, complex story to tell. Painting, artistic, awesome, still easygoing. It's not as hard. I do absolutely smell the animalic, but it's not the hard ones. I have smelled some hard one that's very difficult. This one is an easier type, and it's still interesting. See that? But the Alumbanum is really punching through. It is strong, and it's great. It's such comforting thing, and with some woods and yeah. I don't want to keep dragging. I'm gonna just enjoy smelling this by myself. It's great. Yeah, Dev 1 Foreplay, you won my heart. Hey, I think I have Dev 2 here. Yeah, I have Dev 2. Okay, I forgot what it smells like. Yeah, sorry. Too many fragrances that I have, so you forget sometimes. I'm gonna visit you pretty soon. I don't know if I did a review, so maybe that will be next one. Great. 2 thumbs up. Perfect 10 for me. Absolutely love it. First impression, 2 thumbs up. I hope that's kind of helpful. It's very. Do you know what is leaning unisex? I want to say masculine, but I'm saying unisex just because it's so sensual and sexual that I want to smell this on the lady, and I think it would be great. Both men and women can wear this. Yeah, that's the reason I'm saying that. But it does leaning more masculine because it doesn't have any of those white floral, the typical, ladies fragrance or aldehyde or things like that. But this is leaning masculine. But I love the smell of this on a lady just because how sexy it is. Okay. I can't believe how many times I'm saying sexy. I rarely use that word in the fragrances because it has to be something up to a level to be able to use that term. Because that's a very sensual term, very intimate term. Yeah. What else can I say? Yeah. So be careful where you wear it. Once you wear it, you understand that you'll be able to tell when you can wear this. It may be not as versatile as others, but it's super interesting. It's awesome. All right, this is Dev 1 Foreplay from the House of Olympic Orchids. 2 thumbs up. Absolutely love it. Cannot recommend this enough. This is one of my top of any fragrance. Just right away. Top. Love it. See you next time.